Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of Ask Mary. And here I am. It's your girl, Mary, and here I answer some questions that I get in my inbox. I send out an appeal on Thursdays. So that you can ask me some questions that are burning for you, things that you would like to know relating to migration and starting a life abroad. And today I have a few questions that I want to share with you. So, question for today. It says, I want to migrate as a nurse aide. How do I go about it? Now, this is a burning topic, guys. This is a burning topic because I know that a lot of people are considering the nurse aide route. And in theory, it sounds like a very simple procedure. Okay, you go and you do your course with Red Cross in Zimbabwe or in South Africa, and then you have your nurse aide certificate, and then you do your IELTS, and then you can start applying for jobs, right? 1 + 1 = 2. But in practice, it's not as simple. So, there are certain things that you have to take into consideration when you want to be taken seriously as a nurse aide candidate. Number one is, you're not going to like to hear this. You're not going to like what I'm going to say, but I've talked about it and I talk about it pretty often. Number one is your age. Okay. Now, age is very important. Why? Because not everybody will be considered a strong candidate because of their age. I will give you an example. In my inbox yesterday, I had two people who were asking this question. One was a 47-year-old man with 3 years experience, and the other was a 25-year-old woman without any experience. They both have the nurse aide certificate. The older man has got 3 years experience, but before that, he did something unrelated to the healthcare sector. um, the thing that you need to understand is your health, your age is definitely going to have an impact on your candidacy. Because off the top of your head, if you look at it, you're having candidates who are way younger, who are also qualified in the same sector that you have, but they have the advantage of time. We've talked about the age of retirement in most Western countries and in Europe in general it's around 67 years. So when you're 47, you have 20 years left to retire. And although it sounds like those 3 years of experience will be a bonus, and yes, they are, an employer is not going to really take your candidacy as seriously as somebody who is way younger than you, who might not have as much experience as you do. Why? Because that age factor means that they can bond them for longer. It means that they have less dependence. It means that they can teach them more new things and new skills, and they have a higher chance of growing within the healthcare profession than somebody who is 47 years old and who just recently reschooled to nursing. That being said, for the 25-year-old who was interested in nursing, I made a follow-up question and I asked, okay, so have you got any experience? And the only experience that she had was taking care of her grandmother. And automatically, this reduces your chances. She hadn't done any attachment yet, and she hadn't done any volunteer or otherwise employment in the healthcare sector to support this nurse aide certificate. Now, this is important. Why? Because understand that healthcare and care work is a practical thing. It's not like computer science or, I don't know, biochemistry, where you are just supposed to sit and think about formulas or something. You are actually supposed to engage and do the work and practice the things that you're doing. So this is a key, a fundamental aspect for those who are considering to migrate as nurse aides. You need experience. And I understand that sometimes that experience is not directly found, but understand that there is a way to get around this. And my way, and what I tell my clients is, go and volunteer. Volunteer work. Why? Because this has a double impact on your candidacy. Number one, you're a humanitarian, and everybody loves a humanitarian, somebody who does things for others selflessly, nonprofit, without expecting something else. Everybody loves a humanitarian. That's number one. Number two, it gives you the experience that you're looking for, which then gives you a way to say, okay, yeah, okay, I haven't really worked as a nurse aide, but I have volunteered my services for 2 years, for 3 years, and that counts as experience. I have used the skills that I have learned to in as a nurse aide practically, because the practical part is the most important. So how do you go about it to migrate as a nurse aide? Find some experience, get some experience, take into consideration your age, go and volunteer. Never a bad idea to be a volunteer, whatever sector you're in. It's never a bad idea to give back to humanity. It looks good on your CV and it makes people want to have a second look at you because you are a humanitarian. So I hope this answers the question, how do I go about it? That being said, applications on the NHS website, as well as independent employers in the UK, are open, and it's a matter of formatting your CV, formatting your letters, getting that recognition so that you can get the sponsorship and the placement in the UK, and that is the procedure. But I just wanted to tell you guys about the very important factor, which is number one, take into consideration your age. Number two, take into consideration the experience. Very important. And of course, do what you love and love what you do, and it'll always be okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Now, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the Mary Razemba channel on YouTube. I am your migration coach with strategies for safe and legal migration, and I will see you next time on Ask Mary. Have a great day. Bye.